Hi, welcome to another episode of Nordens TV. Today we are going to hear from the founder of Nordens himself, Mr Mark Norden. You may or may not know, but Mark recently did an interview for Economia magazine, which is the Institute of Chartered Accountants' very own prestigious publication. I'm delighted to be able to share the video of the interview, which will give you a great insight into Mark's beliefs, vision, and how we operate here at Nordens.
So Nordens isn't the first practice I've had. In 1990 I set up a firm of traditional accountants, but I sold it 3 years later because it was making me miserable. I thought accountancy was the problem, but in fact the root of my unhappiness was trying to conform, trying to be like every other practice. Once I realised that, I jumped back in with a business I actually wanted to work for. In the 6-year gap from selling my accountancy practice, myself and a group of friends bought distressed businesses with the aim of turning them around to sell them, which gave me an invaluable insight into the factors that can sink a business or send it soaring. I certainly gained a deeper understanding of risk and strategy, which has proved invaluable when dealing with entrepreneurial people we now work with. More than that, it showed me what I already knew about myself, that I was really an entrepreneur who just happened to have qualified as an accountant. Nordens is a dynamic, fast-paced firm with all the characteristics, even down to our AstroTurf dreaming room, of a sparky, entrepreneurial business. It's one of our 3 meeting areas. It's where we come to think up ideas and problem solve. It represents what we're about. We're here to find creative solutions to our clients' problems and to help their companies grow beyond their expectations. I wanted to do something new, and yet when I started Nordens, I was falling into the trap of being at the centre of the organisation. I knew that to develop and grow the practice, I needed to get away from the linear, hierarchical model to something more horizontal. I think we've achieved that. Nordens doesn't depend on me for growth. It depends on the people you see in this office. Some, or most of them, whom have lots more knowledge than I do in certain areas, and most of them undoubtedly more talented than I am. We recently won ICAEW's Essex Firm of the Year, and we've also won Independent Firm of the Year for East England in 2014 with the British Accountancy Award, in 2016 for the South East England Accountancy Award. But the gongs that mean most to me are the ones that recognise our team and the overall achievement as a training practice. I'm delighted for the team we won. Several people are now on their way to qualifying as accountants, and none of those, one simply came to help out with the admin and another to do the payroll. We really believe in self-development and training within. In the 14 years since the practice was founded, we've grown between 25% and 33% a year. We now employ about 36 people, although by the end of this year it will be 50 as we're acquiring a local 3-partner practice. This will also take our client numbers to about 2,000 and put us on the verge of the top 100 practices in the UK. Our clients range from one-man startups to multinationals and come from every field through media, fashion, printing, technology and other creative industries. We prefer not to talk about sector specialisation. Our specialisation is providing a strategic business planning service for clients, irrespective of what their business is. We're experts at working with growing organisations to help them succeed. We have a strapline which is that we're more than just numbers. That's not where the skill of a business advisor lies. Where it lies is in being able to interpret those numbers and use them to create growth. That's what our reputation is built on. We're growing really well in the best and most sustainable way possible, which is through referral. We really don't need to network or advertise. Our clients are the best marketing team we could have. What we do spend on, however, is training, people and technology. We're a multi-award winning training firm, which means we offer the best there is, using external specialists including business coaches and counsellors to support our internal training. This has allowed our team to develop their hard and soft skills. Accounting is changing, and speaking with the same tone of voice across all of our communication channels is essential. That's why we hired the branding experts to help us define who we are, what we do and how we do it. They interviewed many of our clients, identified our core values and came up with a phrase that encapsulates what Nordens does, which is providing a world-class accountancy service. That's our promise to clients. If they're not getting that, then I want to know about it. So what lessons did I learn? Don't be king of the castle. My biggest mistake when I started was making myself integral to every part of the practice, so that every phone call, email, letter, knock at the door was for me. It stunted our expansion and inhibited team members from growing. To resolve this, we spent a year systemizing the practice and training the teams to follow the systems. Since then, I now do the work that I want to do. The team members have taken responsibility and our growth has been spectacular. My early mistake was not sharing the thinking behind my thought process was, for example, where hitting targets would take us. Once I'd explained the strategy and the reasons behind the targets, we then had an agreed goal which benefited everyone. Everyone was in agreement, everyone committed to the idea, and it was no longer about moving paperwork. We don't advertise at all. Our clients are happy and they recommend us. Our growth of our client base is predominantly down to clients who are simply ecstatic with the support we provide them and who then refer us to friends needing similar support. As long as we focus on what we're doing and are good at it, then growth follows without us having to do any advertising or spend much on marketing or dreaded networking events. Over the last year, 3 members of the team have become promoted to become partners. Haniota, Joe and Mitch have all trained with the firm and have played a huge part in our rapid growth. In fact, everyone here has a stake in our success and everyone is rewarded for it. Importantly, to help our team develop, I brought in a specialist business coach to work with, and it helped them transform from being fantastic managers into business partners. I did have a go at passing on my skills, and the lesson I learned from that is I just don't have the expertise to train people. So rather than me trying to share every bit of knowledge, experience and wisdom directly with my partners, I now regularly bring in external coaches to help pass that on. Our growth rests on people who come from all walks of life, not necessarily from a traditional accounting background. Some practices select the most high-achieving graduates, but that's not our way. We look for something else: potential, character, compatibility. People can acquire qualifications and knowledge, so coming in with the right mindset is more important. Nordens has had a success plan in place from the outset. It's been a long road, but we're now on a 4-partner practice with more fantastically qualified people rising through the ranks. Our future is secured. We have a simple rule: there is a solution for every problem. If a team member comes to me with a problem without having a go at giving me a solution, then that's just complaining in my book. I'm happy to listen to problems, but happier listening to solutions. We're not afraid to innovate. We do have a boardroom, we have a lounge, but the dream room is where we come up with our ideas. Why should the techie firms have all the funky offices?